It's Olympics week. Dun, 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 dun. Is that the Olympic song?
That is.
It's a wedding?
I don't know. I feel like it'd be Here Comes the Bride.
And I saw an article. It's in Tokyo.
Okay.
And the composer of music for the Olympics, whatever that means, he's stepped down. He's been canceled because it came to light over in Japan that he used to bully kids as a student.
Oh my gosh.
Yep.
And wow. So he used to bully kids when he was a kid.
Right.
And now he thinks he can have a job?
Exactly. He's a music guy. I would love to. It could have been that bad. He's a music guy in Japan. What could he have? I mean, how bad could it have been?
If anything, yeah, it's impressive that he wasn't getting bullied. We should be rewarding this guy.
Yeah.
He grew up doing band his whole life, and he was bullying people. Get him a promotion.
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, this guy's got some confidence.
I don't know.
Maybe that's why he got canceled. He's too powerful.
He's like, I am first chair every week. Ooh. Japanese people have a lot of bass in their voice, which I love.
They do.
You don't know how to play. You fat flat. French horn player.
I am composer.
I'm composer.
As you would say.
Otokuno.
That is got to be one of the more shocking things I've ever heard anyone being canceled for these days.
Mm-hmm. Well,
maybe Japan just does it different, but I don't know. That seems fine.
I feel like I got to get out in front of it. I got in trouble for bullying once.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
How was it?
I kicked a kid in the nuts during the Pledge of Allegiance.
It's pretty anti-American of you.
Yeah.
He
knelt for the anthem before a lot of people ever knew about that. Let's just put it that way.
He knelt about halfway through upon receiving the kick, but still.
I'll never forget it. He complained. We had a sub that day. That was classic. 5th grade, you have a sub.
Anarchy.
All bets are off.
Yeah.
Even during the pledge. And he complained at the sub. The sub was a female PE sub who told him to get over it. And he was very adamant. He's like, lady, you don't know how bad this hurts. And I got off scotch-free.
Wow.
So I just want to get out in front of that story before it hits People magazine.
Good for you.
Because I'm in that magazine. And there it is. So
I think it's good that you bullied. I'm pro-bullying a little
I got
bit.
bullied, and then I flipped the script, and then I had to find a nice medium to not get bullied or bully.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You learn.
You learn a little adversity early on. You learn like, hey, you know what? Maybe I should lose some weight. Everyone seems to be making comments about it.
Right.
Now I'm skinny.
Mm-hmm.
Boom. That's why you bully.
Used to be 300 pounds.
Yes, I did.
You look amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, he's saying mean words to me, but Dad's like, you got to stick up for yourself.
Fight fire with fire.
Yeah.
Say meaner words back.
Maybe don't pants him during the Wildcat Wake Up song, whatever we did. Did you guys learn a song alphabetically of the states?
I didn't learn any songs.
Dang it. But some of the rectors will know Alabama, Alaska, Arizona, Arkansas, California, Colorado, Connecticut. And then it goes
No, keep going. Keep going. This is good.
What's next?
I think, so pretty much any mnemonic device, especially when it comes to something musical that I learned growing up, was to a catchy tune. X is equal to the opposite, whatever. This is a tune I've heard before. The state song, I've always been...
99 problems.
What?
But,
Excuse me?
I've got 99 problems, but, ain't one.
Oh, but a fraction ain't one. Yeah, that's how I learned my fractions.
Right.
No, but the state song, I didn't learn it. I always hear other people sing it. I can't tell you how much I love it every time other people sing it for me. I think it's so fun, so awesome,
Great
so
party
cool.
trick.
But it has no melody to it. I'm like, how is this even a song you remember? Am I wrong? Am I just not a music guy, or is that just such a lame song?
I think you're just lame. 3.14657896432 2146. This is pi. 6891242.
You threw a 12 in there?
Yeah, I made all that up. I know that's not a song.
How many digits of pi do you know?
3.14.
159. That's as far as I know. How?
2, 6.
Oh, look at Derek.
Derek!
Nerd.
Oh, keep going.
Let's bully him. No?
Yeah.
Are we all on board, guys?
Stupid. So I stand with the composer. Well, bullying's only good if it's funny.
Right. Yeah. The punch
otherwise,
just gotta
I'm
land.
against it.
Yeah.
The punch has got to land in more ways than one.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. If words aren't getting it across, punch them. Yeah.
With comedy.
Right.
Words only.
I've
Because
always...
words never hurt. only punch
And
sticks and stones.
Sticks and stones will
break your bones, and words will stay with you the rest of your life.
Yeah.
That's how it should go, I think.
Yeah. Bones will heal, but childhood trauma takes much longer and much more therapy.
A lot of unpacking. Very expensive.
And none of this rhymes. But remember it.
Remember it. No bullying. Anti-bullying podcast.
But anti-bullying. Well, kind of. What we said is still true.
Yeah, okay.
I went to I think it was the movies a while back, and I saw beforehand there was some just like anti-bullying campaign, just like one of those commercials where it's like integrity, pass it on. It's like, who's paying for this? You're like, I don't disagree.
The chair of honesty?
Yeah,
who's
like,
paying for this?
Where's this going towards? It was one of those commercials where it's like, I don't know what the point of this is, but it was like, it showed like, this big middle school boy, and he was making fun of like a smaller middle school boy for like having braces and big ears and having red hair. And it's like, okay, I get it. But let's step away from this this video shoot here. Did they just pick out the nerdiest kid they could find?
I love
hey,
that.
You there. Hey.
I love that. Where
you look like you
forget these actors are real people, and they're like, fatty, and you're like, don't bully. So the kid's just, where'd the fat little kid actor go? We need him back on set. Could he stand in there? If he can sit up.
I forget his name. Where's Oompa Loompa at? Where's he at?
Where's he at?
Is he out at the catering cart? Get him back here.
Yeah. I mean, my gosh, how much could he eat? Look at him. He's 3 feet tall. Get him back in here. All right, don't bully.
We're doing a casting call today. We're looking for kid who gets bullied #1. You, sir, up here. Oh, spry young man. I'm just going to go and ask you, what do you... Just rattle off, what do you typically get bullied for? Oh, your big ear? That makes sense. Okay, we'll go with the big ears and the red hair thing. Opie Taylor.
Gotcha.
All right, Opie Taylor.
What?
One of our
big
favorites.
ears. What, you can't hear me? Yeah, right. You're hired. My gosh. You take flight with those things. Yeah. It is true. You forget about that. It's there's I think I was watching Katie Loves This Is Us. So that's on. There's a overweight actress who plays an overweight character who the big thing is like, I'm insecure about my weight, the whole thing. But yeah, it's like, casting call. We need a big old girl.
Big old broad.
And we're just gonna bring up every day on set how you're insecure about your weight. So you probably are in real life, and we're gonna remind you of it day in and day out.
We're going to take you back to where you were 10 years ago, where your confidence was then. Pre-therapy. We're going to take you back there and remind you how that felt.
Yeah. We're back with Correct Opinions. And it's a special... we're...
Really thought you were going to say roll music there. Did you?
No.
Okay, no?
Yeah, we probably... Roll music!
Correct Opinions. Correct Opinions.
On air, we are live.
To you a couple days later.
And we're heading to New Jersey tomorrow.
Yay!
The good people of New Brunswick. We have 6 shows. We just added a 6th show. Might be sold out already. It might be tickets, so go get tickets.
Okay.
We're doing 6 sweet sold out shows. Can't wait. I remember I don't know if you remember, we were in Spokane.
I do remember.
I told the dear listeners of Correct Opinions, I said, yo, just shout Recty's in the house. And of course I forget I say these things. And I was on stage on like the second night we were there or something, and someone just screamed, Recty in the house! And I remember initially being kind of ticked off. I was like, why are you screaming?
Hey, come on.
I was like, oh no, I told them.
I asked for this specifically.
Good job. Yeah. But it's fired up for it.
What do you want them to yell this time? Give them like a new phrase, maybe.
Yeah, what should they yell? If there's a dear listener, what should they yell in New Brunswick?
It's got to be right.
More like New Brunswick.
Okay. Yeah.
That's the best I got right now.
No, that's really good. You could do that, or you could do the state song.
I like your Brunswick.
Turn around. Let's see that Brunswick.
Kind of, pun about buns.
Yeah.
And Brunswick will be fun. Hot cross Brunswick.
Hot cross Brunswick.
Hot cross Brunswick. Hot cross Brunswick. Either works.
That's fun.
So yeah, dealer's choice there.
Whatever you guys want to do. There's some options.
Yeah, especially scream it repeatedly during Jake's set. Just once for mine.
Get warmed up for me.
Yeah.
And then let Trey have your best one.
Oh.
Should be a good time.
Yep.
We're each coming with some new material. It should be fun.
You've got new stuff?
Yeah, I've several.
Let's go.
New premises
That's fun.
that I'll sprinkle in.
Yeah, I'm going to try a couple new things. I'm always trying to, but I'm particularly excited about one of them. So we'll tell we'll next week's episode
we'll update.
We'll report back how those went.
Yeah,
because it's fun. It's fun to you have your set, you're having fun up there, you're excited to try new stuff. Sometimes it doesn't work, which is part of the fun.
Mm-hmm.
It's part of the fun.
Yeah.
Sometimes yours doesn't work. I've been funny 100% of the time, is what I'm saying.
You can dig yourself out of any kind of
Um,
Trump joke you make.
Yeah. Okay, let's start with some YouTube comments because I love our dear listeners over on YouTube. And I wanted to see, let me go over to, we had a lot of comments on the last episode. I want to address specifically this first one. Who said this? This gal goes, Trey, I love you, Trey. Emily Day. Love you, Trey. Been an OG listener. Shout out, Emily. OG Recti. You're hilarious and bring me lots of joy, but I'm just sitting by for far too long. I need to get this off my chest. I'm also saying this for anyone else out there who can relate. Please stop touching your microphone. I'm begging you. So, Emily Day.
Emily Day.
I thank you for being so honest. I don't touch the mic, and I don't say literally. And all of you, shut up. Do I touch the mic a lot, Derek?
What's that?
Do I touch the mic a lot?
You just touched it right before you read that.
Yeah, I did.
So.
I do. You don't touch it once.
I touch.
You touch?
Yeah,
you
I touch. Yeah, I touch.
You touch your mic every now and then?
Yeah, I touch it every now and then.
I don't know. I get a sense of marriage. I feel like I touch it less, but I guess I'm still getting nervous.
Good God.
That's just too abrupt. I'm so sorry. Emily Day, this is your fault.
Out of nowhere, minute 9.
I was like I was trying to do like a fun little play on words, but there was no joke there.
No, I liked it. I don't think anyone, including me, saw it coming. So that was good. I want to bring up some comments from... What's up?
Never mind.
Yeah, I get it now, what I said on accident. I want to bring up some comments from 2 episodes ago where, Trey, you said, dude, you've never heard of glizzy for hot dog? And I'm over here thinking, wow, where have I been? Let me just read some of the top comments.
Thank you.
Jacob Carter says, literally never heard of glizzy.
Jacob Carter is a Ned.
Trey is making up things. Next comment. Cheyenne, but spelled Cheyne.
Shane.
Now she just spelled Cheyenne super wrong.
Her name is Cheney. I think. That is honestly, I don't know.
Cheyenne. Cheyenne said, I've heard glizzies exactly the amount of times it was mentioned in this podcast. And then this is one more. John Walker said, 0 times have I ever heard glizzy.
All right, now read all the comments that say, of course I've heard glizzy all the time. I just ate a glizzy for lunch.
Hold on.
There's a comment right here that says, just ate a glizzy for lunch.
Really? I don't have that one.
It was Joey Chestnut. He commented. He's a listener.
Just you and Joey.
No one's heard of glizzy?
There
was a comment, I swear.
Oh, I just got to one from Brandon.
Thank
it
you,
has
Brandon.
1 up vote, so it was at the bottom.
Yep.
I've heard of a glizzy.
Thank you, Brandon.
But who is Trey? So I didn't know he wanted me to read that second part.
Well, I screw you too, Brandon. You know what? And that concludes YouTube comments.
That went well.
Holy cow.
It's always good to hear from Chain. Chain's a loyal
Great.
listener and
yeah,
commenter.
thanks a lot, Cheney.
Love you, Chain.
There's glizzies out there, man.
There's glizzies.
I
I remember. Wait, sorry, this is kind of random. We had a kid move into Stratford when I was in high school. He moved in from Sacramento, the big city, California.
Oh, big city guy.
He moved in and he said he was a rapper.
Nice.
He was half black, which made him the most diverse person in our high school immediately.
Got it.
And his name was Young Bar. Kind of just
Bar?
Young Bar.
That's pretty. Not bars. He just gives you 1 bar.
Just Young Bar.
Okay.
And I remember...
That's his rap name?
Yes.
Okay. If that was his actual name, it'd be really cool.
He was always... When I would try to listen to his music on MySpace, because that was the only place you could back then listen to amateur music, he was always talking about his grizzly. I'm bringing this back from the word glizzy, because I was like, why does this remind me of something? Mm-hmm. He was always back on his grizzly.
Glizzy bear.
And I do not know... I'm scared to ask, what is a young bar's grizzly? And why is he back on it? You're kind of the one who knows interesting terms. So I'm asking you, 15-year-old rapper, I'm back on my grizzly. What is that?
Back on my grizzly. And you were, this was in what town?
This is in Stratford, Missouri. but the rap could have been
okay.
written in Sacramento. I'm not sure.
Yeah. Okay. Sacramento to Stratford.
Stratford, yeah.
And Young Bar.
Young
back
Bar.
on my Glizzy.
Grizzly.
Back on my Grizzly.
Yes.
Because that was like his catchphrase to start his track.
So you would hear it a lot.
Or you just be like, "What's up, Young Bar?" You go, "Back on my Grizzly."
Yeah.
And you'd be like, "All right, I got to class, I guess."
Okay. See you at football.
Yeah. I think to me that just screams like maybe kind of a you trusted a toot. And it was, that you...
And it was brown, like a grizzly bear.
Yeah.
Brown bear.
It's like, back on a grizzly. That's my best guess. So... And
I love the idea of
but
that.
I bet he knows what a glizzy is.
Just...
And I would love to meet him.
Like some nice trance, like Dr. Dre. It's like dun 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 dun. I'm back on my grizzly.
Yeah.
Shouldn't have trusted that fart.
Yeah. Oh, I did another shark. Gotta change my pants. Sacramento to Stratford.
I got me doing a whole new dance. Cause I'm back on my grizzly.
Back on my grizzly.
My pants feel kind of sizzly.
It's a weird sensation. I'm the only minority this is in a world of Caucasians. Stratford, Missouri. My pants in a flurry. My bowels, they scurry. Back on my grizzly. My butthole's in fury. We're getting a little Eminem on it. Is that the kind of influence he had? Yeah.
It was, because he was half white, which is Eminem. Eminem was half white, half albino. There's two different races.
Yeah, what was it? He was half white, half... I almost want to say like Shih Tzu or something. He was a very feisty, spicy little guy.
Yeah, he did have a lot of fire in him. Yeah.
I feel Eminem's starting to... This is going to happen with everything, right? Like I guarantee you, my like our grandkids, what's cool is they're going to be able to see all the content in the world we created right now.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you, it'll just be horrible at that point.
Yeah.
Like the way everything changed. Like if you ever watched comedy from like 40 years ago,
Nothing we're doing now will be funny.
I hate when people are like, "Well, it's a classic." Like, no, it's horrible.
Yeah.
Everything changes so much, and Eminem's. This is probably a really hot take, but I feel like it's getting closer and closer. Like rap these days is so cool and bad. He's just like. You like that old Crystalia bit?
Yeah.
He's like, I'm about to point them. I was going to the... Yeah, I mean, it's like, all right.
I got some napkins for Babkins.
Yeah.
Stick with the Babkins. Stick with the Gappin.
We all acknowledge at the time it was amazing and very, like, revolutionary and popular. But, yeah, everything gets... That's what's crazy. The few things that are great still, like some of those classic movies or stuff that are still awesome, that's impressive. That's the key.
I'm trying to think.
Frank Lloyd Wright's architecture. Impressive.
Sure.
Uh-huh.
The Alabama Arkansas song. That's a good one.
Yeah. A lot of stuff just doesn't age well. Comedy.
Bill Cosby being in jail.
Yeah.
That didn't last long.
Right. The sweaters.
Yeah. And then, of course, the things he did.
Yeah, that wasn't good at the time either.
I don't know if that
I
was
wasn't
allowed.
alive then, but I'm pretty sure it was also bad then.
So your take is that Eminem is not going to be seen as one of these titans of rap.
No, he'll always be seen as that, but
Oh, okay.
like
We'll
like,
look back and be
and-
like, this was ridiculous.
like no one's gonna be putting that on our iPad in 10 years. It'll be like, all right, this sounds crazy, but he was a legend. He is a legend.
Because his big thing was like, I'm going to rhyme 3 words all in one sentence with the next, and I think people
Right.
are going to look at me like, whoa, you didn't
Right.
need to do all that. Mm-hmm. This is a little over the top.
Rhyming. It's fun. Now you just have rhymezone.com. It's easy to rhyme.
Not so bad.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay, what was I going to talk about? Oh, before I forget, we're going to do something, but it's time for another fun segment on Correct Opinions, and we need the listeners' help. We're going to, we're getting closer and closer to cuffing season. It's right around the corner. And people, we want to roast your dating profiles. What is it? It's Hinge, Bumble, Tinder, whatever. So send your profiles. DM us at Correct Opinions Instagram at correct.opinions. Follow, DM. Send your dating profiles. We're gonna bring them up next week and just roast the heck out of you. And maybe some of our favorite roasters. Maybe we hit them up. Say, hey, walk us through this.
yeah, we need to know what this means. We need to know the context of this picture. You might get on an episode, but also know that you are opening yourself up to our honest thoughts
Yep.
and the internet.
So send it. DM us.
Full send it. That's going to be exciting. Send us your dating profiles. I got something for you, Trey, and for you, Derek, this week. I went to Royals game with a friend who was somewhat out of town. Was a little ways away. And we were just talking. We're catching up. And I'm kind of sharing about stuff. And I throw out the name Derek. He goes, wait, is this the same? Hold on. What's his Instagram? Like, what's his company called? We cross-reference. He goes, dude, he made a...
He bullied me in middle school.
He used to call me Fatso.
Yeah.
I know that name. Yeah. No, my buddy is a youth pastor, like works with a high school closely. And he goes, yeah, he made a hype video for the high school that I work with. And I was like, dude, that's pretty cool. And he goes, yeah, it was kind of interesting. So that, and I don't know, Derek, if you know the context of this, of this story, but the day before Derek was supposed to go and film this hype video, their like best player, the senior on their basketball team, got kicked off the team for smoking marijuana.
Okay.
Kicked off the team, or slash just like quit. Didn't even want to be on the team after he got in trouble, whatever. So it's like this big thing. It's already like kind of a weird vibe. Like now we got to film this hype video. Like the next day we just lost our best player.
Yeah. He thought we said hi video, and it was this whole thing. Like no,
it did not hold up in
I'm
court.
out of here then.
All right, fine. I'll go do hi videos. So my buddy Joel, I guess, goes into the locker room. He was like there for some reason to help out with a hype video. Goes in there. Derek's already in there getting it ready. Is this
a Christian school?
No, public school.
Okay. His name was Joel, so I just guessed.
He goes in there. Derek's already getting it ready, and Derek's got the fog machines pumping. Like it's gonna look sweet in the locker room. But Joel walks in and he goes, "Dude, like I thought we kicked
this kid out of here.
We kicked him off the team.
He's hotboxing the entire locker room.
This is great. This is gonna get in the jerseys.
This is great. We said hype video.
This is so much smoke. How did you even do this?
Good.
I mean, this looks like it's coming out of what 3-4 machines almost.
Yeah.
Electronically, not one human.
They're actually machines, literally machines.
How are these machines smoking weed so fast?
Liberals. That's hilarious.
So that was kind of fun.
That's funny.
What school is this?
I'll tell you off the pod. I don't want to. It's like an hour and a half away, I think.
They're like, oh, okay.
That's a specialty.
Yeah, that was kind of fun.
That's funny. That's hilarious. Your buddy is so clueless. I'm like, how much? It just doesn't smell like weed at all. It's like, how much?
How did he find the scentless cannabis?
His lungs are, I mean, he was always well conditioned, I guess. This is crazy. He's a chimney. That's great. Miss the old days, man. Locker rooms. Locker rooms were always a weird place for a young boy, you know.
Yeah.
I remember you go into high school and it's very nervous. I was in the locker rooms where everyone showered with their boxers on.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. We were too scared.
Well, I never experienced this.
Well,
that seems very, well, two things. One, it seems like it could be very rashy. And two, sounds like a lot of you were on your grizzly at all times and just had to have the boxers nearby.
Right. Yeah, that's true, man. That's true. The one time I brought, me and my buddies did a boxing match in my backyard and we filmed it on a cassette. And then I brought that cassette to the locker room and played on the TV. That was just locker room's great.
So that's pretty sick.
Yeah, it was funny because the biggest guys, I think they were self-conscious to strip down.
Okay.
So they never showered.
Oh.
We had morning workouts, and so they would just stand by the box fan and call it good.
That's a big high school thing. That is true.
Just stand by the box fan
and just kind of do this
Yep.
just pull that shirt out about 60, 70 times.
Just pull that out and kind of dry off and hit with some Axe. You've heard me talking about Hims and how they're the best at helping guys look their best. If you haven't yet, let me tell you about it. Did you know 66% of men start to lose their hair by age 35? And once you've noticed it in here, it can be too late. Is that hairline slowly starting to move backwards? Okay, any bald spots yet? Mine's not getting any thicker, I'll tell you that way. The best way to prevent more hair loss is do something while you still have time. And that is why Hims is here. forhims.com, a one-stop shop for hair loss, skincare, and wellness for men. It's time to write a new chapter, one in which you have some hair, Baldy. I'm sorry I called you Baldy, but seriously, you're either a guy or you know a guy. And when people get older, they lose their hair. 4Hims is a way. Actually, thanks to science, baldness can be optional. Seriously, Hims is helping guys be the best versions of themselves with licensed medical providers and FDA-approved products to help treat hair loss. They sent your boy some stuff. I got some shampoo, some conditioner, some pills. I think it's working. I'm glad I'm doing something now before I look like a cue ball So thanks, Hims. And you guys can check it out too, forhims.com. So I've got it off for you guys as always, because you know I got you. Get 4Hims. I love it. You're going to love it. Today's Hims is giving you their best offer yet. If you're not happy with your results after 90 days, Hims will give you a full refund. And right now, my listeners can get their first visit absolutely free. Go to 4hims.com/correct. That's 4hims.com/correct. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if a prescription is appropriate. Restrictions apply. See website for full details and important safety information. Remember, that's 4hims.com/correct.
I've told the story before summer. I don't remember where, so maybe you've heard it, but freshman year of high school, it's preseason basketball. So it's fall. I wasn't playing high school football at that point because I weighed 95 pounds, and I don't know if the health department would have allowed it. But super tiny, freshman in high school. Confidence is not what it is today. But I feel good I feel comfortable on the basketball court. It's a very sweaty September day in Stratford, Missouri. Young Bard just handed me his mixtape. Life is good.
Yeah.
Get done with about 2 hours of basketball, and the girls volleyball team is now going to be using the gym. Varsity girls, they're using the gym. All right, have fun, you guys. Except I, didn't even look them in the eyes because I was too scared. Go down to the locker room. Very warm down there. Not a well ventilated locker room. So I go at the emergency exit just to kind of cool off a little bit. And this emergency exit is it's in no one can go by there. I mean, it's in this sketchy part of campus basically. So I go out there in just my boxers because I'm trying to cool off. It seems like the best way to cool off. Uh-oh, didn't pay enough of attention. Door closes behind me. There's not even a handle on my side because this is this emergency exit. I'm knocking on the door. Of course, my friends are now not going to let me in because they understand the situation. I now have to walk through the gym, through high school girls' varsity volleyball practice with only my boxers. And I know you're thinking, did it make you feel comfortable because we were wearing the same amount of clothing? No, I still felt extremely awkward and embarrassed and just head down, and I've never fully recovered.
That is brutal. That was brutal.
Yeah, it was.
Did they see your mic?
I don't know. I'm sure.
American Eagle boxer. You American Eagle kid?
No, never.
Okay. We talked about this actually.
Have we?
Yeah. Were you just Gap, Old Navy?
Fruit of the Loom, I think.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I think they were gray Fruit of the Looms.
Yeah.
And I think I just walked with my arms by my side and just head down, I don't know, like Michael Bluth or George Bluth, whichever one's from Arrested Development, like that. And I never dated any of them. Yeah.
Otherwise,
man.
Otherwise, you'd probably have a wife and kids.
Yeah.
That's too bad.
Yeah.
Wow.
So that was kind of embarrassing. But I grew up. I got bullied and I got over it. Yep. So that's locker rooms.
Life. That's public school right there.
That's public school. That's life in the farm town. Yeah.
These homeschool kids. Who's are getting bullied by anyone? Who's gonna bully them? Homeschools will lose because if you're not getting bullied, you're not gonna turn out good. If you're getting bullied, you have very big trauma if your mom is bullying you, who's also your teacher.
Yeah. And
that's kind of the only option. So, or dad.
Yeah, if you're getting bullied as a homeschooler, something's not right. Because even if I went to Corey's birthday party, this is my first time hanging out with him, and they're already bullying me. Ooh, that's not good.
Right.
They're still trying to be polite.
Yeah.
Let's wait till the gloves come off. So anyway,
we need it. Okay, I want to watch this TikTok. We're gonna do some more TikTok. We enjoyed the TikTok last episode. Jake found this TikTok. I thought it was hilarious. So we're gonna tune in. Okay, it's this for context. You do watch this on YouTube. If not, this streamer. They're playing Call of Duty Warzone, the shooter game, and this guy is a famous streamer, I guess. And he teams up with this kid, so you hear it.
Mike,
you just asked if we could.
I saw you. Oh wait, hold on.
How's your day been?
If I could advance my payment
Whoa.
to you. Yeah. Hold on.
We got some.
Someone else is playing.
Some podcast audio in the background.
That was my fault. Let me
That's
start
tricky.
over.
Did you press the play
Oh,
button?
man, you got a mic?
Yep.
Yeah, yo.
How's your day been?
It's been pretty.
All right, I'm sorry to hear that. Hey, man, let's get this dub, all right?
Okay. So, streamer says, let's get this dub. The guy who's playing with says it's been a bad day. It's been a pretty horrible day. So he goes, let's get this dub.
That would honestly mean a lot, yo.
So what's going on, man? Why are you having a bad day?
My grandpa died today, actually.
Oh, man, I'm so sorry to hear that. Hey, man, let's get a drop. Let's get this dub, all right? For your grandpa.
Appreciate that, yo.
This guy's dad died. The streamer says, let's get this. Grandpa, sorry. Well, we don't know. Maybe his dad
Maybe they went down together.
Yeah. So Grandpa has passed, so he says, "Hey, let's get a win in honor of Grandpa.
Grandpa.
I'll guide you to a win."
Yeah.
Means a lot.
Hey man, what guns you using?
The R9 with fire breath rounds.
Hey man, just promise me one thing before we get this win.
What's that?
Just say hi to your gramps for me.
Bro. Are you
he drives his own teammate off a cliff and says, "Hey, how you Grandpa?"
Just brutal. I've never seen anything so.
There's no way that's real, right? Is that real?
I don't know.
Is that brutal?
I don't know. Surely someone doesn't have that cold of a soul.
Yeah, I'm laughing because I think it's fake, but if it's real, that was very mean. But if bullying's funny, it's.
I wish I could pull stuff like that off. I can't do that to people. I wish I could though.
I'll never forget 7th grade geometry class or something like that.
Good for you.
I got in trouble because I was like speaking what I was supposed to be saying, and I was making fun of a buddy of mine, and the teacher was like, "Tell me what you're saying. What were we doing?"
What was so important?
What's so important? And then I told him, and he busted out laughing. He's like, "All right, you're not in trouble anymore."
Oh dang!
And that's why I make content.
I was gonna say you learned at an early age. Like,
Yeah.
comedy can save you if it's funny enough. Yeah.
Yep. And that's how I became Homecoming King.
You guys did Kings.
Yeah, I wasn't.
Oh,
Yeah,
I would have believed it. We only did the Queens.
Oh, good. Very progressive.
Thank you. I guess. Yeah, we never voted for any dudes.
Yeah. We like queen. Do you like drag or just normal queen?
Good clarification. And I know when you think rural Southwest Missouri, you would think very progressive.
That's why I asked.
In this instance, we actually wasn't. We were just vote for women.
Okay. Yeah, I was never. I never even sniffed the court, anything like that.
You did not do what now?
I didn't sniff the court, the homecoming court, or the basketball court, or a girl named Courtney.
Okay.
So all across the board, and my sister won stuff. I think Katie won stuff, but I was just doing my thing.
You were trying to get better at bullying.
Right.
You had to focus on that.
Yeah, exactly. I'm very busy with that. I don't think I got a ton of votes from the kids from Glee Club.
Yeah,
'cause,
they weren't.
I pantsed them all the time.
Get an incoming call. Should I answer it?
Yes.
These are never turned out well, but hello. Got a little music. Hello there. Huh.
Man, that was very disrespectful. Just play hold music.
Oh, that's kind of fun.
Dude, I was pantsing, that was good old clean fun with your buddies back in the day, right? It's probably in big trouble these days if you pants a kid.
I know that I would get in trouble if I pantsed a kid, yes.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I can't speak for you, but I should not be pantsing kids.
Well, I just wanted to double check because, these shows we're doing, we have a lot of funny, I figured like these fans are funny and.
Should we prank them?
Yeah.
I was always a big fan. This is obviously not as bad as the pantsing, but I was a big fan of when they're walking in front of you, kicking the back of their shoe and like their leg shoots up. You ever do that?
That's great. That's great.
So fun.
Or you kick one leg over so they clip their own ankle. That's a classic.
It's a little more dangerous.
It is. Or the personal fave, the old get on all fours behind them while you shove them over. The little teamwork.
Oh, high school baseball.
Was a classic.
We worked on that more than we did, anything else.
Oh yeah,
where we did fielding ground balls.
I remember
hitting
football practice. That was a tradition where people would just run rampant doing that to people. And then finally, a kid like fell and hit his helmet in his face and like busted his tooth, and we all got in big trouble.
He hit his helmet on his face.
He was holding his helmet and got shoved back and clubbed himself. He was B team, so.
I mean, he's clubbing himself. He didn't
fine.
need to be on varsity sports teams, probably. Dude, I forgot about tabletopping. I mean, nothing teaches you, especially in football, probably keep your head on a swivel more than like tabletopping is going around rampant. 360. It's scary. You form alliances.
You get me on a beach with anybody. I'm looking at tabletop. You see your buddy standing there, like, hey, it's better. They have a seltzer in their hand. You say, hey, we're tabletop, and you just crush them over. And they fall. The seltzer goes over. Oh, it's great.
Which this is a little harder surface than sand. I probably shouldn't have been doing this as an adult, but the bowling alley is great to do it on because you don't even need a second person. you find that there's certain people. Okay, there's certain people.
Yeah, it's so slippery. Right as they finish bowling, you just
shove
you just
them.
bury your shoulder in the smaller back, and they go flying.
Oh, it's funny. You gotta see it in
you don't
person.
even. Yeah, you don't. It's just a solo mission.
No, what we would do, which with one of the girls that we're shooting with tomorrow, she was guilty of it. So you can ask her.
Okay.
When she would get done bowling, she would just start backpedaling like an idiot. Like instead of like she would like watch her ball, and so we realized like, hey, let's go like get on all fours.
That's good.
But real sneaky because you can hear footsteps, like that. So
Yeah, I'm light on my feet.
yeah, you're good.
Yeah, I love to. Yeah, people at the top of stairwells. You don't need a second partner. They never see it coming. You just two-hand shove.
Like looking over like an elevator shaft. It's like a fun spot to do
they
it.
fall so
Oh,
hard.
it's so easy. And they're trying to like grab onto the cables, but then they're like made of like really like strong like metal rebar.
Yeah,
it hurts.
yeah.
Oh, it's
Oh
funny.
my gosh.
I did it at I think it was Canyonlands National Park, like right on the edge of one of the canyons. I did it, and it was like, oh, it was so funny.
Yeah.
We got on video.
They're like, oh man, you gotta be careful. You gotta watch your step. And you're just laughing.
and like the way that her voice like slowly got like quieter, which is hilarious. Something about it, I don't know. And then I yelled, "Say hi to your grandpa for me," and everyone just lost it.
Yeah.
It was good. Yeah.
Comedy.
Yeah, I love tabletopping people. Hey, the Olympics are basically here. How do we feel about it?
I feel like it's been a decade since the Olympics. 4 years ago was the Olympics. 2017? 2016, of course.
Are you good?
2016. I don't remember it much. Do
Yeah,
you?
I was still working at summer camp that summer, so I missed it a lot. I did like Olympics themed parties.
Summer of 2016. Yeah, I was not even like an adult. I was still in college. Holy cow.
What?
Yeah. I graduated December 2016.
Huh? Hot dog. How about that? That's kind of cool.
So yeah, I don't really remember.
So
I don't
summer
feel
of
like
grad school. Yeah, what'd you do?
I don't feel like what did I do? I think I was in a oh my gosh, what did I do? I think it was in an internship. I was at a corporate internship. I was a pricing analyst.
That'll suck the life out of you. No wonder you don't remember it.
Wow. What were the big storylines? I remember 2012 was the Usain Bolt, Phelps.
Yeah, Phelps was still in it. 2016 might have been Simone Biles like coming out party. Potentially,
Yeah.
if I remember, that's the only thing I really
Yeah.
think of.
Yeah, I do kind of remember that. But I'm fired up. I love the Olympics.
Dude,
They're on 24/7 for so long, and the summer's so great. Like these track
Summer's the
things.
best.
I'm kind of bummed that looks like we had that one girl who's not playing because she got tested positive for marijuana, but I think she was about to just be the Usain Bolt of women's running.
Yeah.
It would have been awesome. Because I don't know, did you watch her runs?
oh, she smokes them.
Yeah,
both in speed and also just swag.
Yeah.
like her hair,
electric.
her fingernails.
yeah.
She looks good.
So there should be, I guess. Oh, Simone Biles is like
She's back.
still crazy.
Oh,
She's
she's
back.
by far
She's
the
gonna
best.
like go nuts.
Yeah.
So
It's funny how
we don't
ended-
have a swimmer right now, really.
I'm sure we got swimmers
Probably.
in my microphone. I think one of the biggest things about like I was trying to just move on as quick as possible.
Yeah.
I love the Olympics because I find myself just screaming at the TV about what?
Just keep going.
I find myself screaming at the TV about like a sport I didn't even know existed like a week ago, or I'm just like all of a sudden I'm really into the breaststroke, and like next time I'm in a pool, I'm like,
Right.
let me try the butterfly.
Oh, yeah.
Like that's a big Summer Olympics thing. Ooh, this is
thrashing.
I think I'm
in the
going
water.
backwards.
Yeah. I take a
how do you
tour
go-
rotator cuff.
How do you go forwards while doing this?
Yeah.
Swimming's
I think
so
I
fun.
saw. I don't think he qualified, but I watched a video which felt. I like stopped watching and kept watching several times. There's a YouTube channel where it says, diving prodigy, 14-year-old Dylan whatever, at the U.S. qualifiers. I'm like, oh, this is crazy. A 14-year-old might go to the Olympics. So I click play, and then the divers, they wear whitey tighties. So there's this 14-year-old boy who's standing at the edge, and he's like, I mean, he's such a little boy, and he's in these truly undies, and I'm like, I like click out of it. I'm like, oh my gosh,
I should not be watching this.
Can I watch this? And then I'm like, but this is fascinating. So I click on it, and he like does these dives, and I'm trying to figure out if he's going to qualify. And the announcer literally goes, I mean, on the dive platform, he sure looks 14, but you don't know, but you don't know it once he gets in the air. It was one of those classic comments where he didn't mean what he said, but I was like,
Oh.
I'm like, and that's when I stopped watching the video. So I don't know if he's in the Olympics. If he is, I'm not gonna be able to watch him because I don't think I can't leave. I mean, they come on, put them in some briefs. Dear Lord.
Have you seen the when I think Olympic diving, I think of the Fabrica clip. Have you seen that?
What?
His name was like Fabrica. Does that ring any bells?
YouTuber or something? It
No.
sounds familiar.
Bob Minery has like commentated on it. It's a diver who just
belly flops,
loses it
Yeah,
midair,
yeah,
and
yeah.
just
that's good.
smacks the ground.
That's good.
That's fun to watch.
That is good.
Tidy whities or no? I mean, that's just good TV.
But yeah, what are there's so many weird events. Is the fast walking?
Speed walking?
Speed walking. Oh, there's golf now, which
Okay.
is great. There's 3-on-3 women's basketball.
That's in the Olympics?
Yes.
Oh, that's see,
I'm
I'm
watching
hyped about
that.
that. Yeah.
That sounds awesome. Oh, women's basketball should be 3-on-3.
I'll wait.
Always.
Why do you say that?
Just no reason.
Just deadpan. No reason.
Because I love 5-on-5 so much, it'd be even more fun.
That's cool.
Um,
I'm gonna go back to searching for weird Summer Olympics sports.
okay. Because
No reason. Oh, there it is. Race walking. I thought you were just blowing smoke.
well, that sounds different too.
I mean, it's speed walking. Yeah, why don't they race walking?
Don't you think we should be race running?
Uh,
Race walking. You've never seen this? You've
I
never
don't-
seen this?
I didn't know this was in the Olympics. No,
But you've seen it.
Look at. I mean, their hips are swaying.
Right.
Look like
So
a
the-
grandfather clock.
You guys, neither of you know this?
No, I've never seen this.
I've seen it.
So the rule is you have to always have a foot on the ground.
Okay.
So if you think about it, running, you're constantly you don't have feet on the ground.
Can
You're,
we
like,
see this?
leaping.
Sorry, as
Yep.
you pull it up, I
So
want to see him go.
Yeah, like apparently, like if you're a competitive race walker, you have severe hip problems.
Oh. It's like, yeah, I actually go to a
Professional.
clinic with a lot of German shepherds for hip dysplasia. It's mainly just it's the dogs and me and my race walking friends. It's kind of a bummer.
Yes, race walking is an Olympic sport. Here's how it works. Yeah, I mean this will be electric. There's like crazy like archery stuff. All the track and field events are great. Oh, dude, we have to talk. Did you see? Back when everything, before we dive into this, back when it hit, how that Sha'Carri Richardson, I think is her name, she can't go. So if you didn't hear, the Olympics still, this is slowly changing in sports, but Olympics still is like you can't. One of the drugs you can't do, among steroids and everything else, is marijuana.
Yeah.
She apparently does.
Tested
they do
positive,
the test. They
yeah.
test everyone, of course. They're like, sorry, you failed. You can't go to the Olympics. Everyone's very upset because they're like, well, marijuana probably isn't enhancing your performance.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a great point.
And
And
so there's a lot of that. But then there was Emmanuel Acho. He's the guy who got famous on Instagram and then like is now a talk person and hosted The Bachelor or whatever. But he tweeted like, of course there shouldn't be like, you shouldn't be able to do marijuana. Like imagine someone high doing the javelin. And then everyone roasted them because they're like, does he think this is like bath salts or something? Do you think you like eat an edible and you just start just shivving people with
I
javelins?
might start stabbing people. This is dangerous.
So he
tweeted that?
It got viral because everyone was like, "Dude, what is it? What does he think weed does to people? You know, you don't like lose. You're just like get sleepy." And so, and then he had an argument of like, "Okay, it's not an enhancement performance, but some people do marijuana to get rid of stress and anxiety. So enhancing your performance isn't necessarily if you take away a negative, that's also enhancing."
Wow.
So that was his argument.
This
So
is
I'm like,
annoying me.
Yeah,
Her
so like-
mom just died. Isn't that the story? Like her mom just passed away, and so she starts like smoking weed because it's
Yeah.
helping. And he's like, da, 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 da.
Yeah.
Actually, that
Yeah,
is
but
gonna
that
help
logic
you
is like, well,
big time.
is it okay if I sleep 8 hours a night? It's like that's gonna keep you alive and cognizant. So
What if? Okay,
just stay up all night in the village.
all right. What if I like bring a cell phone with me and do a good job communicating with my close personal network back home and like my parents? Studies show that actually good
show that's
personal
good.
relationships
Yeah,
can improve
we're gonna have
performance.
to remove anything that just keeps you
Keeps you a human.
functioning, reasonably healthy human, because you're enhancing your performance. Yeah, I don't know. He doubled down. It's like, dude, just, I mean, the rules are rules. That sucks, but yeah, I don't know. It's just, It's funny that
I love that
clearly
tweet.
a drug that clearly makes you like slower in every way, shape, or form. And she's like their sole thing is like be fast as you can for like 10 seconds. But
Probably shouldn't do the javelin. I just smoked weed. Like, what? Why?
yeah, but I usually throw at 40 yards, but this guy 5 feet in front of me, I might
just
send
stab
it through his eye socket. Okay.
Yeah, imagine if people had that excuse like, I need to start getting ready for bed, but I just had a glass of wine, so I probably shouldn't brush my teeth. Like, what? Wait,
Yeah,
what are you capable of? What could happen to you? One glass of wine?
Where's the javelin? Race walking, baby. All right, watch this. Playing a clip here.
Tan spoke the phrase that would become the Olympic creed. The important thing in life is not the triumph, but the fight. The
Ooh, I like
essential
that.
thing
A little
is not
motivation
to
on our way.
have won,
Motivation.
but to have fought well. This is the fight. This is race walking.
Is that part of the allure of the Olympics, that there is absolutely insane stuff like this, or is it ruining the Olympics?
I definitely get much more excited about seeing athletes at like their peak performance. Like
Right.
swimming is phenomenal, track and field, basketball.
These are kind of fun. Like 3-on-3 women's basketball. Like, why are we doing that? Because 5-on-5 is such a good product.
It's so fun. That it's like, could it be even more fun? What if we did 3-on-3?
I want 6-on-6.
Maybe.
Give me more.
That's how women's basketball used to be. Fun fact.
Yeah, it used to be defense, offense.
Yeah, exactly. You get it. Yeah,
My
2
Grammy-
forwards, 2 guards.
Did your Grammy play that in
yeah,
Missouri?
yeah.
My Grammy played it in Oklahoma. She
Yeah.
was defense. What about yours?
I don't know.
So back in the day,
Probably mid-court.
Women's was 3-on-3 defense, offense. You get the rebound, you toss it up to the offense, and you stand there.
Yeah, you had like areas of the court you couldn't go in.
Yeah.
Like defense, like the forwards couldn't go to even half court. There were
Right.
2 women in the middle too.
Yeah. That's crazy. Oklahoma, Missouri, back in the day, they couldn't cross half court. They also couldn't join the workforce.
That was kind of the thing.
Yeah. So I'm glad it's all evolved, because the basketball's better and the workforce is better.
Yeah. 3-on-3. All right. Race walk. Wait, that was hilarious
Why
too.
are
Like
they
they're like
walking?
gearing up. 3, go.
This is an Olympic event where men and women walk 20 kilometers, 12.4 miles, and men go as far as 50 kilometers, 31 miles, and the best go at less than 7 minutes a mile.
That is, so now it's cool.
7-minute mile
incredible.
pace.
Walking.
I don't understand how.
Unbelievable.
7 minutes.
It's hypnotic.
Okay, so this guy, 7-minute pace. Are they even?
And-
It doesn't look like they're moving that fast, does
Very,
it?
you know,
They
with all
remind
that
me of
hip action. It's very
geese.
dancey.
They look like they're rushing to the bathroom.
Okay.
Tell me, do we know why they walk like that?
Phil, we're in luck. We do know why they're walking like that. People study this. There are actually dozens of papers about race walking. I talked to one researcher who wrote his PhD thesis on the biomechanics of the race walk. He has studies with names like kinematic characteristics of elite men's 50-kilometer race walking. This is some serious science here.
Okay, so they actually
Science.
study why race walkers walk like that.
Yeah, they don't just study it, they track it.
This little Tron-like thing that is on the screen with the race walker, this is an actual top race walker who they've studied how she walks.
Yeah, this is a top race walker. They are tracking her every articulation of the joint. They're seeing what makes her go so fast while walking. There's a good reason why they walk like that. They're pushing their bodies to the extreme. They have to conform
Are
to
they?
one very important number. 230.2.
What is 230.2?
Number,
You don't
very
know
important.
230.2?
No, what is 232?
It is the rule of race walking.
What?
Researcher Brian Hanley explained.
There's one rule, it's rule 230.2.
Judges use rules to make sure people are walking, not running. There's a big difference.
So one part states that you can't have any visible loss of contact with the ground.
So if one foot is kind of in the air like this, then another has to be on the ground, or at least to the human eye?
Yeah, walkers can trick the judges for about 40 milliseconds. So, you know, when you're running, there's this point where you have no feet on the ground. It's kind of crazy when if you watch that in like a slow motion of how people run. We're kind of like jumping from one foot to the other. Judges are looking out for this. They call it flight time, and it's illegal. And judges do boot people out.
So it's kind of like traveling in basketball. Sometimes these guys will take an extra step, and if the ref doesn't catch it or call it, it just means they're a good player. It means they know what they're doing.
You figured it out.
Yeah.
It's all about that. If the
Warning paddle.
Oh, here comes the warning paddle. They spank them on the rear as they go
Yeah.
by.
Hey, get back here.
And the other rule is that the knee must be straightened from when you make first contact with the ground until it passes over your body.
Okay, so it looks like they almost kind of lock their knee.
That's
dangerous.
what gives it its sort of unusual look.
The speed of your walk is your stride length times your stride frequency. So you can take long steps or fast steps. Ideally, you're going to do both. But race walkers have a limited stride length. They can't jump. They can't bend their knee. They can't run. So they have to figure ways to step faster. They rotate their pelvis like this.
So that helps them get longer steps.
Okay.
And they also drop their hips down lower.
It'll keep your center of mass low.
Well,
So
these
you don't
people's
end up with a
hips don't
bouncing
lie,
motion. You
baby.
kind of end up with a smooth motion.
Drop
It does
those
look
hips
really
low.
smooth.
So I heard this, the Olympic Village in Tokyo, or anywhere, they all put them in one village, right? And they provide them with an assortment of everything they ever need. And I guess one thing they provide every year is protection,
Yep.
if you will.
Yep. Yeah, it's a big deal this year, though.
Right. Right. For obvious reasons. And I'm just saying, I think a majority of that temptation's got to be the fast walkers.
Got to be the race walkers. I mean, they pull every 4 years.
Yeah.
I mean, they are
Oh,
just...
I mean, they're just like, oh, what do you do? And they go, you tell me. And they just go, they shake them hips, dude. And they're like, whoa, is that an 8-minute pace?
Whoa. 230.2.
Oh, I think that was my mic.
Trey, you got to stop touching your mic. It's bothering me.
So,
That is something.
Do you know anyone in the Olympics?
Good question.
I do.
Do you?
Yep.
Who is it?
Know of a couple, man, from my hometown. Played basketball with him.
Oh,
And he plays on the Nigerian team. He was born in Nigeria.
okay.
Moved here when he was like 1 or something.
Wow.
So
He's
by
good
all-
enough to be on the
all
Nigerian
intents and
team.
purposes, he's American, but he's good enough. And then I guess because there's like the rules are pretty lax in terms of like I think you just like as long as you like have lived there for like any amount of time, you can try to sign up for their country's team.
Oh, I figured you had to be born there.
So I think it's pretty it's something like that. Yeah. So like Serge Ibaka, I think plays for Spain because he lived there a couple of years. But
Oh,
he
I don't think he
clearly-
was born there.
Right. I think he grew up somewhere in Africa. But yeah, I have that. There's I guess I'm learning. There's a few. Is there soccer in the Olympics? No, there's not because it's the World Cup.
That
Or
makes
there is
sense.
soccer in the Olympics,
I
but
don't
I think
know.
it doesn't matter because everyone's like the World Cup is. It's either of those two answers, but yeah, I know it's one Olympics, so soccer. Yeah, I would sometimes wish. Do you have to have lived there at all? I don't know. If you have like a strong enough percentage of your blood of a country, could you sign up? I want to say that might
Maybe.
be true.
Yeah, yeah.
I want to say that might be
It's
true.
Enya.
Yeah.
Not the artist Enya, but
Mm-hmm.
they are great. I was looking up other weird events in addition to race walking. Looks like there's one called the Modern Pentathlon. And this seems like my kind of game because it's a bunch of random stuff all combined. So they have to do swimming. That's pretty normal. Running, pretty normal. And then horseback riding, fencing, pistol shooting. 5 events.
Let's go.
That's awesome.
Fencing is. You ever tried to watch fencing? I just don't know.
just
what's
the Parent
happening
Trap.
At all. Yeah,
That was the only time I watched it.
I'm
Yep.
always intrigued by it, but I don't know what's happening.
Do you know why they chose those sports?
I do not know why, Derek.
I know why.
Derek's going to educate us.
It's what every ideal cavalry officer should know how to do,
Oh, okay.
and it's modern.
Yeah. So you have to fence off fencing, horseback riding, pistol shooting.
swim, run.
They did combine the pistol shooting with cross country to make it more appealing to Americans.
Okay.
If
nice.
someone's in first, you just,
Yeah.
kind of like a blue shell in Mario Kart,
Right.
and you just pistol shoot them down. So don't get off to an early lead.
Yeah, that's true. That's a fun event.
I'm always looking for more stuff like this. Like whenever I would like lose a pickleball tournament, I'm like, "Pff, none of these people can even shoot a free throw though. This is all they do is pickleball. If there was some
Right.
sort of triathlon with pickleball and football and basketball, I would win.
I know.
This is what I need.
That's That's got to be why a lot of like race walking. You're just like, how do you just get into that? And you're like, now I'm at the Olympics.
Yeah. At what point do you give up on running? Because that's definitely where they all
What's the most
started.
obscure one? I almost want to say if we get after it, are we at the 2024 Olympics?
I like this. I mean, honestly, I kind of had that thought with pickleball for a while. It's like, it's not the Olympics yet, but what if I use my time to train now and I'm Olympics ready by 2028?
Maybe, dude.
I'm trying to find. I can't find anything too strange.
Maybe we're out of luck.
No, hold on.
They're like,
Artistic swimming.
Oh,
what swimming?
is that like synchronized swimming?
What swimming?
It's not called synchronized swimming. It's
Artistic swimming.
Artistic.
I'll tell you what's cool. You ever? I feel like it's always like 3 a.m. and you're just like, let's see what Olympics are on. Maybe USA basketball's playing. Nope. Rhythmic gymnastics. You ever seen that?
Rhythmic gymnastics,
That's
synchronized
sweet.
swimming, artistic
Synchronized
swimming.
swimming
I've
doesn't-
seen that. It's wild.
You like synchronized swimming?
No, I don't like it at
Oh,
all.
okay. Rhythmic gymnastics is cool. That's what I'm saying. That's fun to watch.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it's what I'm thinking. Where they throw the ball up and they're like catching it in their legs and stuff.
Yeah, it is impressive.
It's sweet.
It's kind of like
Oh,
when you go to an NBA game and the halftime show is this crazy person like doing something like that's very impressive, and you just get like more of that.
Yeah, it's like I don't necessarily
So-
understand the degree of difficulty, but it
Yeah.
looks impossible.
Like everyone's probably seen a halftime show from Red Panda.
Red Panda,
She's
everybody
next
knows.
level. Everyone knows Red Panda. You've seen Red Panda. She's on a unicycle. She's throwing bowls up. She's bouncing them on her head. It's crazy. Some of these things, the halftime shows, or like these people who like ride a 15-foot unicycle and throw bowls and catch them on their head. It's like, I don't think we realize like, we're watching these NBA guys play basketball and they're paying millions and we're like, wow, I can't do that. But Red Panda is the most talented person on the world. It's unbelievable. I can't even comprehend how she's doing that.
Yeah, you're totally right. It's funny you say that. So before I started working with you know this, maybe you guys know this, listening to the Recties, I used to work alongside another YouTuber, and he was kind of a halftime performer. And so he was like in the know. And I remember this was like, 4 years ago or so. And he was like,
She was the king.
yeah,
Queen.
I mean, yeah, still is and was at the time. He was like, no one knows, like in the community, no one knows like how she's doing this. Like this isn't an act we've seen before. We don't know where she learned this. Like there's no one else doing this.
So there is kind of this weird world of like these circusy type acts where it's like,
Yeah.
These are types of skills that everyone kind of knows, and
I'm doing
and it's like,
juggling. I'm doing trampoline tricks. I'm doing,
we get
whatever.
it, but she's just invented something.
Yeah.
And it's so next level. People are like, okay, we don't even get.
And she never screws up.
Yeah.
Just dynamite. Red Panda. Look her up, you guys. She's going to be in New Brunswick. We're going to try to bring her out.
She just does halftime shows and little stuff like that. She just goes around and does that.
I guess so. I don't know what else she's up to. She won't text me back.
Maybe she's a cyborg or something.
Yeah, she may not be
She
human.
won't text me back.
Yeah, she doesn't speak English, but still.
You're like, a date with Red Panda would be crazy, man. You're like trying to just like get a salad and she flips it up on her head.
Yeah, can we just... All right, I get it.
Alright,
I know you can do that.
I would. Most people like can't get off. They're emailing at the table. Like, let's just hang up and hang out. I know work's like calling you. She's like, I can't get my mind off of work. And she just starts
Flipping
balancing on a. She starts flipping bowls. She's like, Red Panda, please.
Like, do you want a table or a
You
booth?
deserve to unplug.
Yeah. You guys want a booth night? And you want to sit at the bar? She's like, do you guys have a unicycle? Do
Yeah.
you guys have any kind of unicycle
Let's
I
balance
could
on
sit
that.
on for like
I'll do it.
2 hours?
I can do it.
Anyway.
She's a legend.
Olympics are here, and USA basketball better get it in gear. I didn't mean to rhyme there, but they've lost to Nigeria, I think, and Australia.
That's what's crazy. My buddy I played basketball with beat Team USA.
Good for you, man.
That's cool. That's wild.
I think
But I got to side with America on this. We need to get it together.
And I think we'll be all right. We have Kevin Durant.
Probably.
I mean,
Probably.
he's by far the best player in the Olympics.
Mm-hmm.
So for that reason, we should win.
For that reason alone.
Yeah.
I'm in.
Yeah.
I'm in. Okay. What are we at, Derek, time-wise?
56.
A fun episode. Okay, let's end with a little segment.
Okay.
We've done it a while. It's called Mimic That Noise.
Go. How about
You
that?
ready?
Yeah.
Show off my big, bright water bottle from UFC that I drink out of because I am a healthy person.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah, I need to mimic
we go.
a noise. What noise?
Here we go.
Am I wrong, or did you mainly do like noises within the human body?
I'm gonna redo that one.
I was gonna say I didn't hear a lot of water bottle in there.
Here, my mic wet.
Uh-oh. I'm bowing out. I'm not. You're putting it up on
Here
a
we
tee
go.
for me, and I'm not gonna make that joke.
Good. Here we go.
Got my mic wet. Oh my gosh. I mean, this is possible. Give it to me one more time. Not that it's gonna help.
Hold on, let me do it again. Let me do it again.
Get the spin. All right, ready?
Yep.
Dong, 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 dong. Skidoo.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Okay.
That felt tough.
We won.
Okay. Ready for this?
Mm-hmm.
I want all those noises in there. Pretty good typing sounds.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay, we'll just do one more.
I love that you played with it as if you were a cat.
Yeah.
That really helps sell it. Okay, hold on. I'm trying to communicate with my tongue right now. All right, are you ready? I'm talking to myself. I gotta do the hand motion thing. Oh no. I'm so bad at this. I hate this game. I'm so bad.
You do one more. I'm calling it up. So.
Okay. Oh, I got a fun idea. Let me get on my phone real quick. All right, ready for this?
You up? Thank you. That's an
pretty
episode.
nice. Couldn't even tell the
Send
difference.
us your dating profiles, DM correct opinions, and give us 5-star rating. Enjoy the show. Do us God bless. Enjoy your week. Olympics.
Yeah,
tell us your best pick for fast walkers.
New
Race
Brunswick.
walkers. New Brunswick, dude.
New Brunswick. Send us your dating profiles.
Correct opinion.